Hey team, Susie here. I just wanted to go over something real quick that Brandy had mentioned. Just how do we stay in contact with the people that we meet or the people that we're sharing the product with if they're not quite interested the first time we bring it up to them. A couple of things I've experienced in the business is that you are not going to click with everybody. There's some people that just connect better with other people. They have more in common with that other coach. They get along with that other coach. Their kids are involved in the same things. They've got the same interests. And they just connect better with that person. You will have those too. You will connect better with certain people. And you may have somebody that comes to you that maybe have been working with another coach and say, you know what, I just connect better with you. We have a lot in common. You motivate me. You support me. And that's fine. You're not going to connect with every single person you come in contact with. So one thing that I have found is that an easy way to keep track of, I do several different things. I've tried everything. I've tried the note cards. I've tried writing it in my phone, jotting it down in my phone. I've tried everything. Something that works for me is I keep track of the people I share the business with. So if I say, hey, you know what? Have you ever thought about coaching? I will take this little sheet, it's called a share sheet, and I will write their name, the date, what I shared, and when I plan on following up with them. So I have shared coaching with this person right here, when I'm going to follow up with them, and I will follow up on that day. Now, the people that are highlighted in yellow, I have followed up with. This person here, I showed the coaching business to, and she said, not yet, not right now, it's not for me, I'm not interested. So I highlighted her in yellow, but I'm going to hang on to these forms, and maybe in like a month or so, or when I have some downtime, I'll go through my list and just send her a message saying, hey, how's it going? I haven't talked to you in a while, I just wanted to see how your family was, or something that you had talked about last. You always jot down a little bit about that person and what you guys talk about. So that's my share sheet. Those are my share sheets. Those are the ones that I present a product, coaching, something to, a challenge. I put those all in here in a follow-up date, and then I don't have one with notes, but then I'll write like little notes off to the side of, what they said or when to follow up next if maybe they didn't get a chance to watch it, or these are this week's that I need to follow up with and stuff. So you just, jot down what you talked about, and then just don't throw these away. Just kind of stockpile them. And then, if they ever just say no completely, just scratch their name off your share sheet. Then I have another sheet that I use that I keep in my binder. Let me get it out for you. You don't have to write down every single person you meet, just the people that, you could be chatting with somebody on Facebook, or you send somebody a message and they don't respond back. Like they just don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't even write those people down. People that I connect with and people that I am building an actual relationship with, who's responding back to me, they're liking my posts, I'm commenting on their stuff, and we're chatting back and forth, and we have something, we're building that relationship. I write them down I type them in a little spreadsheet, and I write their name. I write about what we talked about, anything about them. How many kids they have, if they homeschool, what workouts they're doing, what we talked about and what their life is about. And then I'll just keep this, and occasionally I'll just browse through it and say, I'll send them a message. I'll go through this list and just be like, hey, how's it going? Last time we talked, you were going to a wedding. How'd that wedding go? Was, just something, you just send them a random message. Keep in touch, build those relationships. You don't have to write every single person down that you come into contact with. Just those people that you're actually building those positive relationships with. So you'll have people on your friends list that aren't on your actual share sheet or your relationship list, but you don't have to keep track of every single person you ever talk to. Something I have been doing is I've been taking just a blank piece of paper, and the new people that I've been coming in contact with, like this one's kind of scribble scratch because Kayla kind of scribbled on it while she sits with me while I work, and she scribbles on my papers. So if I meet like 5 new friends this week and I want to chat them up and I want to build that relationship with them, I'll take and I'll just write their name randomly on a piece of paper. And those are the people that I'm going to, you know, work with this week and try to like their pictures and go on and make a comment on their posts and just build that relationship. So, and then, you know, if the relationship starts to build up, you add them to your little spreadsheet. If it's not going anywhere, they don't have an interest in what you're doing, you guys just aren't clicking right, or you know, it just doesn't seem like there's going to be that relationship there, you don't have to add them. You can keep them as your friends list and they'll be watching you and seeing your posts and stuff, but you don't have to add them to your actual spreadsheet to, you know, keep building that relationship, because if they're not clicking with you, honestly, they're not going to buy products from you. They're not going to sign up as a coach with you. So that's just my tips. If you have any other pointers or things that you've experienced, go ahead and feel free to put it in the comments, or if you have any questions, let me know. I hope that helped. Sometimes it gets a little bit confusing on how certain people do things. I know some people use note cards, and I know some people just use their phones. That's how I do it, and that's how it's been easiest for me. I have used a calendar for my share sheet as well, and you can go on your calendar and just put, like on Wednesday, you could put, I need to follow up with Lori about Shakeology. You can do it that way too. So whatever works for you, this is what has worked for me. This is the system that I use and how I do things. So just find something that works for you and stick with it. Don't try to do what other coaches are doing. Just try to do what works for you. I'm very old-fashioned, and I like my pen and paper and scratching things off and highlighting things. So that's what's worked for me. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.